Elephant Orgy, welcome to the show. So we got Josh, Matt, and Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Right.
Cheers, man. Hello.
Good, good. It sounds like 2018. Is that when Elephant Orgy sort of first kicked off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was 15 years old.
Hmm.
I'm 20 now, so 2023 minus five checks out.
Beautiful.
Um,
Yeah, and it started off with just you and your dad, right?
yeah, it was just uh, I wanted to try and create some original music, and my dad had been doing stuff for years, so he very very easily molded me and pointed me in the direction of the heavy metal scene, and it's been a great since then.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So have you guys always jammed together kind of thing? Like were you picking up instruments growing up and that sort of stuff?
I think Josh was about 6 when he got his first PV guitar and amp package for Christmas one year,
Mm.
and it was very on and off, on and off. ACDC intros, ACDC intros, and then later on he found Black Sabbath and picked up the guitar full time, pretty much.
Yeah, beautiful.
I remember going to a jam at the shed and he was still doing smoke on the water. Yeah, where the half pipe was, that was good. Yeah.
So obviously, yeah, we got a third member. How did that come about? How did you guys become a trio?
I had a bass guitar.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
No, we used to one of the gyms that Jay used to run was in the shed, and I had a half pipe at the time, and we put the half pipe in the back of the shed, and we used to have a skate session and music jam off with us and heaps of other crew that just would rock up, and
Yeah.
I got down there and had a bit of a tickle, and then the guys rang me up one day and said, "Oh, you can play bass." I said, "No, I've got a bass." They're like, "Oh, it'll be easy. It's it's slow stuff." And I come down for the first like little three piece of just us having a go at it, and first bit I think was presents.
Yeah.
Started out nice and slow, and I was like, "Yeah, I've got this." And then got to the first intricate bit, and I was like, "Whoa, fucking slow down." And I think it probably took me a couple of months because yeah, I've always had a bass guitar, but I never really played it. So yeah, I pretty much started playing bass when we started the band. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
cool.
good.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
And how does songwriting work for Elephant Orgy? Like, is one of you guys coming up with riffs and then like working on that, or how does it work?
I think I did our first chunk of 10 or a dozen songs. Josh came up with the riffs, I did the lyrics, and now Josh is just check this riff out, check this riff out.
I'm too quick for him.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we can't keep up, man. It's just like exploding out of him at the moment. So heaps of riffs, heaps of lyrics. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keeps me on my toes. I'm an old man now, so he's come on.
yeah. There's a lot of me coming in with a rough idea and then sculpting it in the jam room.
Mm.
I'll quite often come in with some that's a completely different direction, and like one of the most recent songs, Sea Elephant, started off as this light reverb guitar-y like droney psychedelic thing, and it's turned into this like sludgy just chunky anthem, and so it really it's a very long and forever changing writing experience, but it's
We bounce off each other a lot.
yeah.
Josh has got a lot of music theory behind him, and I wouldn't have an absolute clue what I'm doing, just like the sound of things. And him and I have developed a bit of a strange way of communicating over the years. I'll come up with something random that I think sounds good, and
I'll just be like, change that note to this
yeah,
note,
we
or
build songs off that too.
play it
Like,
at half the tempo,
yeah,
which we've done that before. He
that was the
came
main
in,
thing.
came in with a riff, and I was like, just play it at half the tempo,
Mm.
and that'll fix everything. And it is now a fucking meaty song.
Yeah,
we've had a couple of intros too. Dottie will be on the bass just mucking around with the thing. I'm like, what's that? Play that again. Play that again. And then all of a sudden we start jamming on it too. That's happened a few times. So
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Um, so I've seen you guys play, Perth a couple of times, but you guys play plenty interstate as well. Was it the first EP that sort of started those interstate invitations or something else?
No, it was Canberra. We played Canberra in April. I hit him up the year before and I said, "Oh, we might
Yeah.
be interested in doing something like that, And he goes, "Oh, it'd be cool to get a WA band over." So
They wanted us to do it that year, but it wasn't it a couple months
yeah,
away?
short advance. So we said, "Yeah,
Oh,
do
yeah.
it." So we went there and everyone was super cool. Canberra crew were everyone was chill, like
Really good scene.
yeah,
Yeah.
really good crew. Everyone's happy and just it was a good time actually. It was like we had heaps of fun. It was for sure.
Eat noodles with a spoon.
Noodles with a spoon. And
Oh,
yeah, we've got
yeah.
Melbourne and Adelaide coming up next
Mm.
month.
Yep.
Melbourne on the Friday night and Adelaide Sunday. So yeah, looking forward to doing that and in the studio tomorrow as well.
Oh, yeah, nice. So what's obviously you got the single coming up. Is that what the studio time's for? Or are you guys working on like a longer something?
We originally planned to just do the one song Stump Vomit that we've
Mm.
had kicking around for ages, and we're too greedy. Once we're in the studio, we want to record more stuff. So it's just kind of blown out to maybe we'll add Freckle Puncher to the song. We'll do a little EP, but now we're like, well, we'll do a whole album. So we're just working out all the specific tempos for songs
Mhm.
because we never played a click tracks or any of that stuff, and we get in the studio like we did last time, and we're all like, what the fuck are the tempos?
Yeah.
So, yeah, just working out the specifics of structures and getting a lot
more closer to how we play a lot of the songs live too. Because I think with the tempo on a few of the songs with the last recording we put out, sounded dope, but probably was quite a fair bit slower than we do play it live. So we're trying to keep it much more live feel this time round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. So yeah, with Stump Vomit single coming out, what is Stump Vomit about? Like, what's the what are we singing about, man?
It's my strange creation. So
yeah,
I've got a weird brain. I've come up with lots of stories. I can't write songs about politics or love or anger. I like to write stories. So I had a couple shrooms one evening and ended up writing a bit of a weird story about a dude that goes wandering through a forest and eats some shrooms. So he throws up on a tree stump because he's had some shrooms. He's feeling unwell, and all of the power and the psychedelic juices move into this tree stump, and the tree stump comes to life and wreaks havoc. And it's just I'll leave it there. I'll let you listen to the song when it's out. But
cool.
it's just detailing all the menacing destruction this tree stump makes.
Yeah, awesome. That's cool. So away from Elephant Orgy for a bit, what have you guys been listening to lately? What's like, what do you keep hitting play on?
I'll let you guys answer first because mine's a bit more out there.
What did I've been listening to a band called Lucifungus from Canberra. Since probably we played over, that's the band I've listened to most. I had Gajira playing today in my car.
Mm-hmm.
And on the weekend I was actually listening to I think it was a Massive Attack Portishead mix, just sort of a bit of chill vibe. With a little bit of Hendrix thrown in the afternoon. That's me.
Nice.
Same since we're being over in Canberra, I've been sort of pumping a lot of Goat Charming.
Goat Shaman's really good.
And they are fucking awesome. Blues Fungus as well, and then completely left the field a heap of fucking random drum and bass. So yeah, um, bit out. Always got sleep in the background as well, but yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. All right, on to me. I've been consciously trying to listen to more doom and metal stuff because I've been in the jazzy and the weirder musical scenes. So but yeah, in preparation for the album, I've been listening to a lot of this band called Hawkeyes. They're pretty small. I love their sound. The first album. Um, there's there's Ben Levin. He's a crazy guy. Creates really weird, intricate stuff. And a third. I Queens of the Stone Age actually for to get into that stoner rock kind of sound for the get me into that headspace.
You got some hip hop cranking the Savo.
Boy, I've got all sorts of shit going. Yeah. I showed him a thing right at the end of a hip hop song, and I was like, it does this cool thing that it chops and slices the beat. I want to do that kind of thing in the album. And it was like, hold on, slow down. But I've got crazy ideas from all different genres and would love splicing genres, but it's a little tricky with just a 3-piece and a small budget. So, but forever trying to push the genre boundary as much as I can get away with.
Yeah,
as much as they'll let.
I did that with Dragon, like Biggie, how he sort of gets syllables of every third line to rhyme up. That's not
changing rhyme patterns.
That's sort of how I wrote Dragon. Every second or third line sort of ties in with each other and sort of blows out. But yeah, there's a lot of influence coming in from a lot of different areas. Yeah,
I've consciously been writing some hip hop, just like just to work on writing, and by golly, it has made my lyricism so much better. Just like working with intricate like rhyme schemes and patterns and like over analyzing, like you have to make the story go in a direction, but it has to rhyme and it has to follow the patterns, and it's a great exercise. Just writing, just whatever the fuck, just write. It doesn't matter what genre, what mood, just write.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, Elephant Orgy's 5-year anniversary is coming up. Do you think it's changed much since you guys first sort of started out? Have you kind of morphed into something different?
Quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I when I first started with jamming with Josh, I thought we might do a couple of shows and then he'll be off doing his thing, and it's turned into 5 years. But it was pretty much, it was just straight doom sludge sort of rock. And then it sort of, the prog elements came in with a few little things, and now Josh is sort of, I don't know, I guess because of his age too, he's only young, so his style of playing is going to waft in and waver out, and so I think that's actually happened where sort of there's a few stoner rock songs now sort of getting out, but there's that still slow, sludgy heaviness to them as well. So
yeah, I feel like we went from rock to like way heavier, and then we got a bit more intricate, and now we've got the blend. But I've figured out how to complement all three together a bit nicer. That's that.
Still got the roots tied in, but yeah,
it definitely started a lot lighter.
Psychedelic feel on a few things as well. Like, yeah,
we were quite psychedelic at this, a lot more psychedelic type stuff, but
yeah, cool.
Changed a lot.
That's good. And where do you see Elephant Orgy in 5 years? Like, any idea? Like,
hopefully a couple of albums out.
Yeah.
Hopefully a couple of albums out, a few more tours. I'd love to go overseas. I've been in contact with a few people, getting ahead of ourselves, but
Europe would be nice.
Yeah.
If we play Europe, play a show in Europe, I'll be happy.
Yeah,
then we'll be millionaires.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
we'll be on Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't get better than this, mate, Benno. So there you go.
Cheers.
We started here. We'll we'll take your name with us.
Yeah, thanks. Mate. Cool. So yeah, one last question. Obviously, you got the single launch coming out and stuff. When are we sort of expecting to have this album? When can we get our hands on this one?
I reckon mid next year. I think. I reckon it'd be nice to have it early in the year, but I don't know. We just want to take our time. Saying that, we could smash it out in a few sessions and go okay in the early new year, but. We want to press vinyl if we're happy and it all sounds as good as we hoping. We'll get vinyl, and that's a bit of save some money and wait for that to get pressed as well. So I reckon by sort of end of the year it'll be all sort of finished, and it's just a matter of what we're gonna do and stuff. You know, if we organise a tour over East or whatever.
But we have something from it.
Yeah, so on October 27th, that's our 5-year dead anniversary on 5 years on the same night. And our Stump Vomit coming out.
Gonna release that single, lock it in.
And so for
Halloween.
Tester of the rest of
it. Spooky Stump Vomit for perfect timing.
Perfect, yeah. Awesome. Cool. Look, thanks, Ace Elephant Orgy, and I'm looking forward to hearing the single and everything, guys. It's gonna be good.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Have fun.
Cheers, guys.